Hey guys, Ryzen is here, rising up the ranks once again. And also, I'm listening to something right now, so if I'm screaming, I have headphones in while recording this. So that's probably why it sounds like I'm screaming right now. But originally this What If was a collab between me and Rami X, but we scrapped it. And been not doing the collab no more. I'm sorry about that. But I will still do this. This is What If Naruto was half senju, half uzumaki, part 1. We're making Naruto a direct descendant of Hashirama senju. So this is how this can happen. If Minato is a senju and he's a grandson of Hashirama, I'm pretty sure I'd say grandson, but if I didn't, grandson. And he still marries Kushina, just like in canon, but he's a senju, and this worked out due to their clans having very good relations. Anyhow, as far as the Nine Tails attack goes, everything is the same. But I believe due to the fact that Minato is a senju and thus have more chakra, he can seal the full Nine Tails within Naruto. You can make a statement about this being impossible because Minato stated himself. We can assume this is impossible because Minato stated himself that it was due to him being exalted after summoning Gamabuto using an advanced level of flying Raijin and various things like the Rasengan, which is rotated and molded chakra. Anyhow, we can now start the story. So Naruto's early life would be like a lot like canon. But in this timeline, he really doesn't need friends because he has been able to connect to nature. As sometimes he's even able to talk to trees. Pine trees, pine needles, and the like. This is due to fusion. This is due to fusion of the Uzumaki, a light-hearted clan, and the Senju, a battle-fierce, down-to-earth clan, making him understand everything like nature-wise, which which makes him not be alone. But at the end of the day, he's still kind of alone because he still doesn't have friends like human interaction. But since he's super in touch with nature, he knows about nature energy and he knows about Satan's move, but also knows the consequences of failing and is not dumb enough to try. But he does learn of nature releases from the trees, as jutsus have been used on them before. Before he even entered the academy, he knew about chakra and started to research how to use and manipulate chakra. He goes to the library very often, and due to him being there, he is much more quiet, but he's still loud. Cause he be quiet, just because he was quiet all the time. Because he studies a lot, he also found out about the chakra control practices, such as the tree walking exercise. And on the first day at the academy, he stood out for being the Nine Tails Jinjuriki, and 2, for being late to the first year. He's in Sasuke's class. The reason why for this is he studied so hard. Whenever he went over to the classes, he never went to classes till now. And that's only because Hiruzen is forcing him to go and said he would be checking up on him every day. So, Naruto does go, and nothing really much really happened. So now, he does have to catch up, because of many things. He doesn't have to catch up on many things because he knows everything in the academy except for clone jutsu, which is still hard for him because the thing is he can't, even though he does have chakra control, is he has way too much chakra to siphon off such a small portion of his gigantic chakra reserves. Because now it's way worse than in canon. Because Minato is a senju instead of being a namikaze, since the senju is known for having tons of chakra and the uzumaki is distinct. So having the fusion of both would have tons of chakra, especially since Naruto is a direct descendant of Hashirama. Setting inside such a small piece of chakra is literally impossible for him. And the Hokage knows this and goes to Naruto, but Naruto is there. Naruto isn't there. Sorry for saying he is there. Yeah, but Naruto isn't there. And the Hokage, like Hokage is sure Naruto should be here because the academy was let out 30 minutes ago. So he calls the Anbu and makes sure, like he kind of like freaks out because losing a Jinjuriki is like a big problem. So he calls the Anbu and to tells them to go out all over the village and find Naruto. If you guys didn't know, that like losing Jinjuriki is super serious because like that is like it's like losing a bunch of military power. And now, but let's get back to the video. A random Anbu member goes up to Naruto and says the Hokage needs you. And Naruto says, "Who are you again?" But the Hokage says, "Naruto senju. The Hokage needs you." But in the other villages, by the way, Naruto is known as a senju in the Hidden Leaf village. But in other villages, Naruto is known to be a uzumaki. And this is done to make sure that Naruto isn't recognized by the other villages and gets attacked. But let's get back to the video. Naruto goes with the random Anbu member to the Hokage's estate, where Hiruzen asked Naruto where he was. Naruto said, he was at the library reading about chakra. Hiruzen said, okay, wait. But then he said, wait, you know about chakra? He said, yeah, of course. And he then asked Naruto to show him what he had been learning. And Naruto did. He showed him things like the tree climbing and making Hiruzen happy due to the fact Naruto had progressed so far in such a little time. By the end of the day, Naruto was exhausted and basically passed out. But Hiruzen says, I need to teach you the Shadow Clone because you are extremely talented to the point where you could be a prodigy. And Naruto, after reading how to do shadow clones on the scroll of ceiling, Hiruzen during this time leaves and goes to like the pee. And he comes, but the second Hiruzen leaves, Naruto, he pulls out a scroll and copies everything down on the scroll. And he passes out. And the next morning, right after like copying everything on the scroll, he actually passes out and was not woken up by Hiruzen like the last time. But the next morning, Hiruzen took Naruto out to eat. They then ate, and when Naruto, sorry for fiddling with the thing so much, but yeah, they then ate. But Naruto kind of like when they ate, after they ate, I mean, Naruto went to the academy to learn some things. He already known this, so he didn't really see the point, but Hiruzen forced him to. So he started dazing off, and that made the teacher yell at him because Naruto never paid attention in class, and didn't show up for 3 years. Then the other students got the attention of other students, but the teacher had already calmed down and decided to go back to lesson. And then Naruto continued this getting yelled at by the teachers, but passing to last year when he had to make clones instead of making regular clone. He made a wood clone from asking the wood on the ground to change its shape with Naruto's chakra to Naruto's shape, and the wood did this request for him. He just said wood clone to make Iruka think it's a clone, but Hiruzen already warned Iruka that Naruto might do this and told Iruka to give Naruto to him. And that's exactly what Iruka did. And Naruto got to Hiruzen, said, I know all about your plan and how bad you are making with clones. By the way, he didn't learn Shadow Clone. He's still kind of learning. It's very hard for him. I'm going to teach you the Shadow Clone. He then pulls out the scroll of sealing because the actual scroll that he gave him way back then was a fake scroll that sees Naruto actually tries to do something, and of course he tried to copy. But he actually takes out the real scroll this time and says, well, here you go, learn this in like a couple days. But you gotta have to be here the whole time. So then tries to pull out the scroll and learn it, and pretty easily learns it. And Hiruzen just kind of thinking to himself, that kid is super talented, but he leaves. He kind of just leaves the room. And then Naruto again, like, copies down the scroll. I don't know why he did this, but he did this. And Hiruzen kind of thinks to himself, is that kid dumb or something? Because he kind of copied down that scroll once. But he did say, I wonder if he can learn the flying Raijin Jutsu, his father's specialty. And then walks in the room. Naruto says, I don't have all day, so you. He then says to Naruto, you learned it. Good, good, good. And Naruto says, yeah, I did. And Hiruzen makes a shadow clone and does so pretty easily. Hiruzen is really impressed and says out loud how my child has grown. And it says to Naruto directly that he passed the test and go back to the academy, which Naruto does. When the teams are announced, Naruto knows that he would be on the same team as Sasuke, who hates Naruto because Naruto is a senju, and he knows about the Uchiha and Senju rivalry. But Naruto doesn't hate or dislike him. Naruto actually likes him as he gets Sasuke to a point. It isn't like he doesn't get Sasuke exactly because his parents died, but Naruto didn't have parents, so he kind of gets him. But like they're almost exactly the same, like skill wise, and they both knew everything in the academy. And for Sakura, she's in the exact same team as always, gushing over Sasuke, but doesn't hate Naruto because Naruto doesn't talk to her at all. And when the other teams leave, Naruto off the bat uses Shadow Clone Jutsu so he can train with someone that knows all his movesets and stronger than him. Naruto puts more chakra in the clone than he has in himself, making the clone stronger than himself. He tries to kick the clone in the head, but the clone caught it, and they trained all the way until Kakashi came. He saw a kid sweating and fighting himself, and thought, this kid knows Shadow Clone Jutsu, and two, this is going to be exciting. And then says to the team, go up to the rooftop. They all went up to the rooftop and they say their dreams. Naruto says to be Hokage and the best of them all. And useless. I mean, Sakura says to marry a certain someone. Yeah, I hate Sakura. And Sasuke says to kill a certain person. Kakashi in his head says, wow, this kid has a lot of darkness in him. And then Kakashi says, name your likes and dislikes. Naruto says, my likes are to learn new things and ramen, and my dislikes are cocky people. And the rest of that, of like the likes and dislikes, stays the same. I hope you guys enjoyed this what if, and also, I hate Sakura. But yeah, peace. And hoping if by the way, I was originally gonna make this as my 100 special, but the part 2 will be the 100 special. So yeah, I'm telling you right now that no, I will not be continuing this with it until we hit 100 subscribers. Peace though, and enjoy the rest of my videos.